Many people say it takes a village to raise a child, and in Middle Eastern culture, this emphasizes that idea. I was raised in a very big, involved family, and this made me a family oriented person. They taught me all my life lessons, but the biggest lesson they taught me was to always be a good listener. I want to inform the audience of my governing values, relay how my two values are intertwined, and to emphasize the importance of an individual's values. Some of them being having a strong family and being a good listener. My primary guiding principle is to prioritize my family above all else. And the second principle I adhere to is a valuable lesson instilled in me by my family, which is the importance of being an attentive and active listener. To start off, family is the most important thing in my world. Families are the building blocks of society. A strong family builds strong character. Families act as support systems to individuals. A person's first sense of identity, security, and morality comes from their families. People who contribute to society well usually come from strong or involved families. People learn their first lessons of socialization from their families. Having a large family was very important to this value I developed. Middle Eastern culture emphasizes having large and involved families. My extended family always was very close to me. Having lots of family members involved in your life is beneficial in two ways: constantly being held accountable by many people who loved you, and also having someone to take care of you, somewhere to go, and also more support beyond just your immediate family. Family members model behavior for children during their developmental ages. I had an abundance of role models to look up to. Family members are usually the first people we learn lessons from, and this included discipline, which is important for reinforcing good behavior for someone who is entering society. Families pass on cultural traditions and ideologies. My Assyrian language, heritage, and Christianity have all been taught and reinforced to me by my family since a young age. These all shape my character today. All this being said, it is apparent that my family is a reason I have formed certain values today. One of the most important values I learned from my family was to be a good listener. Being a good learner and a good member of society starts by being a good listener. It is important to listen twice as much as you speak. Famous, famous proverb from Greek philosopher Epictetus uh, was saying, "We have two ears and one mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." People who prioritize speaking over listening do not properly absorb or cycle in information. Listening is what makes someone a good learner. People learn by listening to the knowledge, wisdom, and experience of others. Someone who is always talking will be limited to their own worldviews and cannot expand on what they know. Being a good listener makes you a better person to those around you. No one wants to be around someone who does not pay attention to them. People feel understood and appreciated when they are actively being listened to. These things make you a better member of society, being more open, more knowledgeable, etc. Being a positive member in society is a goal of mine, and I believe my personal values are what help me achieve that goal. Being a family oriented person and a good listener gives me confidence that I will be a positive member in the society I am entering. Being a positive member of society should be everyone's goal in life. This can include positively helping a community you are helping as a member in. My personal values allow me to be a better addition to the communities I am in. I live a family oriented life. I give back to those who raised me. I encourage those around me to be more family oriented, and I plan to raise a strong family one day myself. I participate well in society by being a good listener in my community. I provide an ear to those who need it. My upbringing was very influential on the values I hold to today. I'm a firm believer in putting my family first and an advocate of being a good listener. Those two values I hold are rooted in one another, and I believe they provide me with the skills I need to positively be a member of society. The two values I have shared are important to me, but I also believe they are important to society as well. There are many forms of morality that enforce positivity in society, and I believe that the ones I discussed are two of many. But the overall gist is to always listen to your families. So I want to get you guys' input on this. Based off what you heard, what do you guys think?
I think it was a good presentation, and I love the usage of the quote from the Greek philosopher. And yeah, overall it was good.
I think you did really good speaking, and I also love the quote.